Good evening, everybody. Welcome. Hello. Welcome. Sorry I'm a bit late. I've been trying to get a few things going just now, and they haven't quite worked out. So I'm a little bit flustered, and we're here. In fact, we've completely missed the initial welcome, and we're just jumping straight into the stream. So if we're live, if you can hear me, please let me know in the chat. Good morning, Chinook. I can see you in the chat there. Please give me a thumb up if we're live and broadcasting. Welcome to Thursday night stream. Welcome to Thursday night stream. It is officially 4 minutes past my start time. So again, massive apologies that we are running late. Welcome to our first attempt at the DTM series. So tonight, normally on our Thursdays, the last season, we have been doing SRI Championship, and we are now doing, we're not doing that this season, so we've freed up our Thursday evenings for the next 12 weeks. There it is. Thank you very much, Chinook. We are live. Again, apologies, guys. I'm late. I'm completely out of sorts right now. Yes, so we've freed up our Thursday nights. We're going to do a bunch of different things over the next while. And tonight we get an opportunity to do DTM for the first time this year. Now, guys, the concept, the idea of the DTM series is that for iRacing is essentially it's the Thursday before the real world events, and that they will follow the tracks of the real world races. DTM is not at Spa this weekend. They're at another German circuit. I cannot pronounce the name of it. And they are that track doesn't exist on iRacing. So I think it's this one. I think potentially the next one as well aren't going to follow the actual circuits, but Spa, ever popular. Already 460 drivers signed up for the 55-minute race that this will be this evening. Yeah, we're sort of ready to take on, well, first like really competitive race I've done at Spa for some time, really. Low track temps, dry, it should be flat out. I'm not going to lie, it's going to be maybe, I don't feel like I'm going to be at the front of this one. Spa is one of those tracks where everyone is like a specialist, and I just haven't quite really nailed this circuit yet. On top of that, as the thumbnail suggests, we're going to be driving the BMW tonight, which I am 100% sure is not the top car choice for this evening. But I felt with DTM, I just wanted to drive the cars, the liveries that essentially I will follow in real world. So I'm a BMW guy, Team WRT in the GT World Challenge. Obviously not WRT for DTM, but Calvin Vandal in the number 3, the shell colors. We're just gonna go full real world fanboy here and drive the car we want to drive and just enjoy ourselves and have a bit of a fight. I'm sure a sea of Ferraris and McLaren seems to be the OP car at the moment. Just looking at the cars out on track, lots of Ferraris, maybe a few Mustangs. We'll probably be the only BMW in the field, right? So we're gonna fly the flag a little bit and see how we go. Should be a bit of fun. Yeah, fun fact, we're going to be at Spa this weekend and next weekend for the 24-hour race next weekend. So it'd be nice just to do a few laps before we actually go trackside and enjoy it and soak it all up. So yeah, like I said, guys, I'm a bit flustered here because I've been trying to get something working all day around the Discord. That car in the background just rolled. Can we just go back and see that again? Just watching the background here, team. That's a new one. Yeah, I've been trying to get the Discord group working all day. I set up a whole bunch of stuff. We were testing it just before. And if you guys jump into a Discord now, unfortunately, I've got the permissions wrong and you wouldn't be able to see anything. I can't work out exactly why. So yes, there is a Discord. And no, you shouldn't join it just yet because it's just a big blank nothing. Even though I can see a bunch of stuff and apparently I've just got roles and permissions all wrong. So bear with me. I spent about 3 hours today setting a bunch of stuff up, and I clearly am learning still on all of these things. So, and so that's some of my frustration, frustration, my flustered moments before streaming here. Missed my start times, I forgot to go live. So we're just going to try and bring this back down and get ready to race around Spa for 55 minutes. Hello, those in the chats. Welcome. And Jack's just showed up as well. Welter's just here. Yes, Welter, I will absolutely probably need some help. I thought I nailed it. Watched a few tutorials, set up some roles, got a little chat bot going. You can sort of self-assign some roles. I thought I really nailed it. And then I didn't. So yeah, we'll come back to that one. Yes, Chinook as well. I need to chat to you about it. I was with Luke on the chat just before, going through a few things, and yeah, like I said, it just flat didn't work. So we'll revisit that. I'm sure we can get it sorted, and on next Tuesday stream, guys, we will announce that and get you guys to jump in if you want. And it's a bit of a mess at the moment, so yeah, we'll start messy. We'll get it right. In the meantime, we're gonna drive around Spa. So like I said, we're in the BMW today. Yeah, we're at Spa. We're in the BMW tonight. I'm gonna look at the spotters guides here in a second and confirm that there's essentially no BMWs. There's one other BMW on that list that I can see. I don't think it's going to be the best car tonight, and I'm okay with that essentially. I love the M4. It's a shame it's not. You know, I'm confident one day we will have great balance of performance, and we can drive whatever we like. And I do want to drive this car more. I didn't drive it a lot last season. I was sort of trying to be faster, and you know, I should have spent more time in this car. GT3s have always been a bit tricky for me in that regard. Like I just, you know, because I follow so much real world racing, I've got my favorites, and I like driving my favorites. It's hard when they're not the best car and you can see performance left on the table, you know. But yeah, we're gonna sort of put that aside this season a little bit and come out here and try and enjoy ourselves. And yeah, you'll when we get out of the car, you'll be able to see I've got the Calvin Vanderlyn DTM livery on the car tonight, running the same 47, but the livery's showing the number 3. Everything's as it should be. Not that this is the nicest livery ever been on a BMW. The gold and red, it's not their best version of, but it's DTM. It's DTM, so we're gonna show some colors here and try soak in this DTM concept of racing, really. Essentially what it is. Oh, that's a spin. Keep that wall. Oh, no, not that. I wasn't supposed to get that ball. Okay, so that's the turn on cold tyres. Don't go flat out through there next time, Bradley. And to be fair, like I was saying earlier, guys, I'm not the alien expert at Spa. Quite the opposite, actually. This is probably one of the tracks that I would struggle the most at, and it's hard because everyone is so good around here at you sort of then being a little bit behind the 8 ball means you're a long way behind the 8 ball. Let's go. And something about the radar at the moment that's a bit backwards, eh? You're so close to saving that. Yeah, thankfully there's a bit of runoff there. I thought I had saved it, and then we found the other wall. But no, it's a track I need to get a lot better at. And I love it in real life, you know. It's a real shame I haven't quite figured it out. But in practice for this one, I have set my fastest lap around Spa, which was a 16.1. So we are close to the 15s. Like I said, I think it's you know, even around my iRating, it's probably mid 15s. So I'm definitely off the pace there. But you know, 16.1 with you know, race fuel about halfway through a stint, getting closer. we're getting closer. So we'll just do another 3,500 laps around here, and I'm sure we'll be getting better at some point. It's also another very warm day in Belgium today. We've been struggling a bit with about 31 degrees it was this afternoon, walking back from school with the kids. It was pretty rough. So yeah, we'll be seeing how tonight goes. We're going to definitely do DTM, and then we'll see if we can do something else afterwards, or see if that's it. Let's see if that's all the body can deal with right now. Particularly after essentially running around like a headless chicken for the last few hours, trying to get a few things working. Tad better than your pace, chap. Is that right? That's interesting. Yeah, I think, and I found this in ACC and LMU as well. Like when I was doing it, people just love this place. You know, you can have. It was when it was certainly when I was in ACC. You know, you could have a few drivers that were like quite low rating, but oh my gosh, they were fast at Spa, like alien pace. It was almost like that's all they did. And it was always the most popular weeks as well. You know, we're at 840 drivers signed up now for the race coming up. So always huge numbers for any sort of Spa event. I'm sure the 24-hour race will get some massive participation. And such a great track, you know. It's sort of, I see this, I've been to this place so many times in real life now. Never gets old. So we take the family here Sunday, this Sunday, for Speed Week, it's called. It's run by SRO. It's a free event. It's going to have European GT2 championships there, the British GT championships there, French Porsche Cup, and the French Formula 4 Championship. So lots of good races. So looking forward to that. And then, yeah, and then Thursday, so this time next week, actually, myself and two of my Relentless Racing teammates, well, three technically, although I'm staying with two of them, the other one's going to be at the circuit as well. We're going to be at the Spa 24 Hour. Thursday's usually the qualifying day, so we'll be watching qualifying probably about this time in a week's time, which is quite insane actually. "5 degrees in Auckland." Honestly, Chan, I wouldn't actually mind that right now. I struggle in the heat, eh? And yeah, had a whole dose of it over the weekend at Le Mans, and now I'm gonna, yeah, it's just, I'm not complaining. It's just with the young kids and stuff, and it's just a bit much. Were you planning on doing DTM more, or are you just picking good tracks? No, I plan to do more DTM. It was one of those ones, and I'm sort of learning my lesson on this a little bit, is you sort of kind of need to keep the calendar free a little bit when it comes to iRacing, you know, because I committed to a few things earlier in the year, one of them being the SRI Championship, right? And then afterwards they announced the DTM thing, and it was kind of like, oh, that would be great. And then, oh, it's on Thursday. Same with, like I committed to a couple of things, and they were going to be on certain weekends. I was looking at the special events calendar and stuff. I was like, okay, that's going to, you know, that's going to not interfere with anything. And then they announced the calendar for NEC, for the Nürburgring Endurance Championship. And sure enough, it clashed with about 4 of the weekends I'd already sort of booked up. So yeah, I think sort of learning my lesson there, actually. iRacing, for me, iRacing has a great calendar, and they've got events up their sleeve, and they'll be dropping them on you, and you sort of need to be ready to go after it, really. So you know, again, no regrets in doing SRI. SRI was awesome, but you know, Red Bull Ring and Zandvoort for the DTM series would have been great. Would have been really, really good. So now we're sort of back to choosing our stuff. I think we'll commit to the rest of the DTM series as much as possible. This is literally just I'm pretty sure it's just 3 time slots. We had one at there was one at midday, this one for basically the Europe, and then there'll be one, you know, kind of quite late tonight or early tomorrow morning, which is an American time slot one. But that's the idea. It's just one race. It's the Thursday before the actual event. It's have different tracks and a different format. The new pit stop rules apply here, so tires are faster to change, if I remember correctly, because of the DTM you can have a full pit crew. So yeah, that whole sort of series specific pit stop stuff they introduced in this off season's in effect here. Although for a 55-minute race, you're not going to change tyres, I don't think, even if it's quicker, to change them. But yeah, it just seems like iRacing are starting to really sort of hone in on some of these more series specific things, and gonna try and do more of it, I guess. If anything, if this is a really popular series, why not think about adding the tracks that aren't in the game as well, you know? So it could open up some doors. Spin. Gonna go flat there on cold tyres. So we've got about 8 minutes until the session starts. If you've got a few other teammates doing this race tonight, it might end up in the same split as a few of them, I'm probably sure. Which is probably good. If I'm going to donate any iRacing, it might as well be to some of my teammates. Hey, Doc. You're in the race. Nice. Yeah, looking forward to this one. What have we got? 1,026 drivers now signed up. It's pretty impressive, isn't it, for a Thursday night? This is definitely going to make me sad that I'm missing out on the 24-hour now, for being honest. And then I'll probably double down on that sadness. Probably double down on that sadness when I'm at the actual event next week. first gear. Let's drop a TC out of it. Seems like low TC's quicker these days. Haven't really had enough time to kind of understand some of the TC changes and stuff. Seen quite a bit of chat online about a lot of zero TC and stuff being used, but yeah, they definitely made some tweaks in that week 13. Don't know if you guys have heard anything about that or what your thoughts are on it. It's definitely quicker for me here. Too wide. Less than 100 iRacing between us. Should be in the same split. Yeah. I know this. Yeah, I reckon the split's going to be very, very close. That'd be great if it is. Well, I don't know if there's any difference to ultimate performance. The BOP is essentially the same, I believe, as the GT3 Sprint Series. But yeah, it's slightly different. So it's 55-minute races instead of sort of the 45 and essentially just the limited time slots. Part of the season or year-long DTM standings, so it's not significantly different to like a normal GT3 race, but kind of just something nice to try really it's every odd month at the moment. And I gotta admit, I really enjoy the races that are essentially like turn. Like less, like you only kind of get one chance at them, you know, like they're a bit of fun, a bit more pressure, and not that it makes people drive with any more sensibility, you know, but like the esport qualifier races, you know, they were extra pressure because they were just almost single time, you know, 1 or 2 attempts sort of scenario, a bit more on the line. So I think it's a good initiative. Like, it can feel just like another GT3 series, but it's just all about how you view it, really. Hence why we're embracing it with the car choice and livery and things like that, trying to make it a bit more special, I guess. 1,156 drivers now signed up. I actually haven't picked that. I need to double check. But essentially what I saw in a stream earlier was everyone just went to the end of the fuel load. I don't know if they can make this tyre change mandatory yet. Oh, that's way too deep, really. Guess we'll find out. Oops. Right, a little bit worrying, guys. I haven't managed to find the pace I had earlier today. Probably gonna start from the back, so always find a way to get my qualifying. Like, qualifying is an interesting skill set in iRacing. I'm not gonna lie. Can't really shout too much about my GT3 qualifying, but in Porsche Cup I always seem to qualify pretty decent for like compared to my general overall pace. Yeah, I've come to enjoy the sort of 2 flying lap qualifying format. Just sort of, again, you sort of, it sort of just rewards you for being, yeah, just getting laps on the board, you know? Second one really matters, just sort of work into it. Doesn't always go perfectly, but tend to be able to put something decent together. Cars do feel a little bit like a lot more stable on cold tires now, though, for some reason. Like, I see a lot of people now using the Mustang again, and the Mustang was so difficult on cold tires, we found out in SRI. So it looks like, yeah, the cold tire stability is a little better now. So you probably got to push a bit harder on lap 2. Let's be close to race time. Yep, there it is. Righto. Maybe less confident than I was when I started after this afternoon's little practice, but that's all right. Yeah, I'm certainly not counting on that, Doc. I think it could be a little bit, still a bit desperate from people forgetting what they're in. Yeah, there's the livery, guys. That's Vandelen's DTM livery for this year. Amazing amount of work people put into these for trading paints, you know, and making them accessible and stuff. It's fantastic. Like I said, not the greatest BMW livery I've ever seen in my life, but nonetheless, we've gone full DTM for tonight. Just don't call me Calvin. We're not that level yet, guys. We're not that level. But, you know, BMW, if you're watching, you know, you're my team. You're my team. That'd be like the ultimate, eh? Sim racer gets a bit of brand help from like Real World Brand or something. That'd be legendary. Although I do a lot of Porsche Cup racing, so maybe I'm a bit torn on that. Can't fully pledge allegiance. Let's see what split we're in and how big the split is too. I hadn't even considered how big the split might be. Again, if it's DTM, it's probably about 29. I know, 30. Okay. I saw 60 for a moment there. I'm door 4. Oh my goodness. Doc, are you in here, mate? Are you in here? Yeah, it should be. Unless you're above me in iRacing. So, hello, Dave. Welcome, mate. 44 seconds. Right, let's put our qualifying setup into the car. To be fair, I actually haven't done any laps on this yet. DTM. 30 drivers. I have the blue, you're number 17, blue Verstappen livery. Let's go. Car 17. Right, let's remember that team. Good luck, mate. Absolutely good luck. I hope we can both have some decent races here. There are two BMWs in the field here, and Doc is one of 2 Mercedes. So we're representing some brands here tonight, which is great. We're diversifying the field. Right, let's qualify. Let's qualify. We can't really mess around here actually, because it does not let you finish the lap you're on. When that timer goes to 0, that is it. 8 minutes though, so it should be enough to get the 2 laps in, but you do not want to dawdle. Remember the first time I raced Spa on iRacing, it was my first D license race. And I was as the BMW M2 challenge, so the M2 class before, after rookies, essentially. And they were at Spa, and I thought, well, if you're going to buy a track, Spa is probably the one you buy. And so, yeah, they were here, but the qualifying time, like, you had to basically get out of the gate, like, immediately. As soon as that qualifying started, you had to be out the pit lane. And you would then, if you were late by about 15 seconds, you weren't getting your second lap in. So once I worked that out, it was great, because you could maybe be one of only a few people that actually got 2 laps in. And the second lap was so much faster than the first, with the tyre warm-up and things. I think they were doing like 2-minute 40, 2-minute, like high 2-minute 40s or something, 2-minute 50s. So yeah, it was a long old lap. Right, got time. Let's see what we can do. Let's not go flat out through here. Just spin all our tyres.
Green, green, green. Okay, here comes your first time lap.
Just the turn a little bit there.
You have about 2 laps of fuel left.
And steer. Is that turning as well? Goodness me. Doesn't feel too bad on cold tires, this car. Like, you just feel the rear and the front just not quite gripping up, but it's quite manageable. That's at least our lap on the board. Already a second off the pace though. Crazy. Speed up. Decent lap so far. 8 tenths up. Didn't no improvement to the last corner. Okay, 16.3. Let's move this up, and then everyone else is going to improve as well. 15.6, the best lap so far. Here's Doc. Oh, why is that not worked? Hang on. Does that have trading paints on? Shocking, Bradley. That's not a Red Bull livery like he said it was. Right, hopefully that updates before we go to race start. And he's across the line. He's done a 16.6 on that lap. P12. Right, garage. Let's not forget to put a race setup in this car. Right, so Doc, P20. Good job, man. We have finished in P12. Top 10 was a 16.17. So we're 2 tenths off a top 10. A 15.6 for P1. Which interesting, it's a Mercedes. It's very interesting. Right, should we race? A warm-up lap.
1 lap to green. Line up on the left side. Pit road is closed.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because we don't do a lot of these rolling starts. Dan Rizzo, Weston, hello mate. Thank you, mate. How's your streams going at the moment? Now, I saw one of yours the other day actually. Just briefly, I could only lurk. So yeah, hope you're doing well, mate. Hello, Hugo. Yeah, this should be a bit of fun. This should be a bit of fun, I think. We've got, yeah, cars all around us here. Got 2 Porsches behind us, a Ford and a Ferrari in front. So a bit of a mix. Bit of a mix. I was expecting to see a sea of Ferraris in front, but I guess it's just one of those things where it kind of doesn't matter so much in our level. Yeah, let's see how we go. Let's see how we go. Make sure we can do auto fuel. But tyres are off. Yeah, what else? Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah, oh mate, I got roughed up so badly at VIR, man. I think people have got a little bit of week 13 still in them, you know? It was, yeah, it's a bit of a rough way to start the season. Some positives. We had some okay races. Race pace was alright at times, but yeah, I think just week 13 stuff. I really do.
Catch up 6 car. Catch up 14 car.
Right.
Catch up 5 car.
See if everyone does this. No, we've got two wide behind. Never really sure if people are going to take the single file etiquette or if they're going to insist on what the pacer says. Something I noticed when I got over about 3,000 iRacing, I sort of realized that the etiquette was a little different for starts. If you guys had a moment. There's a freebie before the start. Got to be actually ready to line up back here though. Oh, here comes the Merc. The McLaren, sorry.
Get ready, going green.
Oh, slowed up, almost got me then. Green, green.
Green flag.
Right, let's survive.
Right side. Clear on the right.
Okay, decent. Yeah, it's something up with the radar at the moment. It's all over the spot. Oh, crashing.
Clear.
Right, good work from everyone there. No one being silly diving down the inside or anything. Good car next to us there. Okay. Lap 1. Up to P8. Oh. Guys, we survived. We survived. We survived. That Ford fully took the guy up behind me. Right, get rid of this. Slow down, Brent. Come on. Yeah, last minute decision just to go wide and take the slow down saved me there. Rebel. Oh. Goodness me. Yo, Tago, welcome, mate. That's a lot of survival, guys. We got there. Whoosh. Shame to lose the place here with that slowdown, but hopefully we can be too problematic getting back in front. That didn't work, did it? Didn't work at all. That's right, Philip was quick in qualifying, so I have to just try and follow him through next time. Yes, that was all right. 3 back. Come on, push. Oh, they're going to go too wide through here. No, they're not. Whoa. Just wait for this guy. Don't get in there, get him out. It's a shocking, man. It's a shocker. Big mess back there. Oh wow, big crash, big crash. Slow downs as well. Man, okay. Jeez. What a mess. What a mess. I think the Porsche just took his normal braking marker with 3 cars in front of him and then found himself half diving me, slow in the apex. Of course, that mess at Rouge. Ready on, ready on. "55-minute race, guys." Anyway, we've survived. Put my head down now. Oh, Betty's here as well. How are you guys? Thanks for dropping in.
Just check the fastest lap of the session.
Yellow flag. Oh, yep, that counts. Right, 2 seconds to the car behind. I need to... It's going to be a lot easier if I can get by this guy without losing too much time. Just got to keep it clean. The way everyone's driving around here at the moment. Hey Jeremy, welcome mate.
Right side. Clear.
Don't fight me so much. Go car, go, 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 go. Yeah, radars. Oh, couldn't have over. Go on, just back out of it, back out of it. My guy.
Clear. New fastest lap for you.
Right, got to show some pace now. Let's go. Oh, good battle that. Whew. So breathe now. Right, up 6th. "41 minutes to go."
New fast flat for you.
Cheers, Jack. Thanks for dropping in, mate. We'll see you next Tuesday, hopefully. Yeah, so it does look like everyone else in front of me is a fair bit quicker. But we now seem to be a little faster than the people behind us. I just want to try and be a bit gentle on the car. I'm a bit worried the fronts are going to just disintegrate by the end of this hour. And we could be quite a slow race car. But so far, touch wood, things are looking right. Oh, I've ripped my sweat up though. Nope, that was too late, don't do that. Right, less of that, less of that. Gotta say, guys, I am very happy I chose the BMW for this. It just feels right. Just feels right. I think if there's one thing with GT3s and iRacing and just GT3s and most sims actually is that, you know, when you come from enjoying the real life stuff so much, it does pain me a little bit to have to like chase the competitive balance of performance, you know, the whole bot tourist thing. I don't really enjoy it. I think it's probably why I like Porsche Cup so much, because it's simple. It's one car. You like that car, you drive it, and it's just up to you now. So yeah, I'm gonna make more of a conscious effort this year to just drive the cars I want to drive, and recognize that, you know, I have a second and a half of pace to find in this car, and if I had that pace, well, I'd be a lot further up at any field I'm in at the moment. So We'll just commit to learning cars we want to drive and not worry about what maybe is a little faster on the day. I'm sure if I jumped in the Ferrari and spent some time in it, or the McLaren, which I don't own the McLaren, you know, I'm sure it'd be a little bit quicker, but quite happy we chose this route tonight. Right, into the 16s. Quicker than everyone behind me, and not as quick as everyone in front of me. Sixth place is a lot better than I thought I was going to be in. Doc, who we were tweeting it to at the start of the stream, he's in our race. He's 20th currently. He's right in the thick of things back there. Hugo, yeah, it does feel very stable. It's a little bit squirmy in a couple of spots, but you can just feel it. And it's also like, it's got quite a twitchy like steering ratio. Like you don't have to turn the wheel a huge amount, so it's just lots of little micro corrections, but it's very predictable, I think. You can really feel the transition from, you know, sort of front to rear grip and how the weight moves around in this car. I've always enjoyed driving it. It's just usually a little bit understeerier than some of the other cars. Like stability doesn't always mean like outright speed, you know. It means very, you know, confidence inspiring, but it can be a little bit understeery, a little bit more patient with it, and drops a little bit of lap time. And then because it's a 6-cylinder, not like the V8s, you know, the Merc and the Ford and stuff, it doesn't always have like that grunt, that straight line grunt. So it's kind of got a variation of all the weaknesses of a GT car. Yeah, understeery front end, generally stable, but then not as much sort of torque as the V8s to sort of make up for it out of the corners and down the long straights. But that's what balanced performance is there for, and they do a pretty good job of this car in the real world. So it's possible. And it does feel closer in performance than it used to, essentially, so I'll definitely take that. I thought the crash in front of you could have been out already. Yeah, you're exactly right. Yeah, no, there was definitely a few avoidances there. Yeah, that one with the Mustang, we're going to have to see how close that was, because, yeah, it was sort of lifted and was waiting, and then I was like, well, we'll go around, and then I just see in the mirror the Aston following me just get completely cleaned out. Yeah, 6 is really, yeah, this is great, actually. But it's not over yet. Still got 31 minutes of this race, a pit stop to do. And, you know, I've had a few of the speedier guys had little spins and stuff, so, you know, they'll be coming back. To be fair, I haven't seen any of them come up through the field just yet. Maybe Milan there, he's past, is it Moritz there and a few positions back, but yeah, they're 6 seconds back, so this position is all but mine to lose, really. Quick in front though, aren't they? Goodness me. Leader doing 16.5s as well. No, that's not going to help, is it? Refocus, let's go. Sorry, things are a little bit quieter now in the race, guys. I think this is going to be a bit more lonely for us to this one. Don't want to blow it though, so certainly not easy to do that. These races are never easy. I cannot remember the last time I had a good result on iRacing in a race that felt simple and easy. Hey Jan, how are you, mate? Don't know if this is easy, but yeah, the start of the race was certainly not easy. Goodness. I'm glad I got that move done on the BMW behind when I did. I think that would have, if we'd lost too much time there, it would have put me further back in the group, and yeah, that would have been tricky after that. Right. We're over halfway though, just realised. Yo, hey guys, welcome. Pit window, just to the end of the fuel run. They don't have like a specific pit window. There's a few things about DTM that I think they could, I think they're working towards that after what we saw in the last update. But yeah, it's just like there's no mandatory tyre change and there isn't a specific pit window. So we got 4 laps till the stop. 4 laps till the stop. Auto fuel, yeah. No tyres. Cool. Got a decent little groove going on here, so hey Paul. Quality P2 with a 16.3. I did a 16.3 as well. Down to 24th after lap 1. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, ours had a bit of drama as well. This one, yeah, I'm not sure about. I won't be able to do any other DTM races. I think the other one's like super late. But I'm gonna do I'll do the rest of this DTM series this year, I think. Now that I missed the first 2 because we were doing SRI league racing. Oh, someone stopped. I think, yes, the leader has stopped. Okay. 2 laps remaining on fuel.
You've got about 2 laps of fuel left.
Weird timings for DTM this time. Next 2. Yeah, I think like the idea of it, I'm pretty sure, is it's like a 7. It's kind of like a, you know, an evening time slot for the one time for the different regions. So I know a lot of the European guys end up doing like the midday one, right? And then we can do the evening one. But yeah, technically the other 2 are for like Australia and America, essentially, I'd say. Which I like. It feels a bit like yeah, a bit of pressure, you know, one time, one shot, one opportunity sort of stuff. Makes a nice little kind of break from, I'd say, the do it as many times as you like daily races. And good practice for me, because obviously my regional, Porsche Cup regional stuff's going to be, you know, one race for each round. Okay. Pitting next lap. We are pitting next lap. .6 seconds to the car behind. Right, we got a Ferrari there who's making some places. We're going to have someone to watch the last part of this race. 17.0 last lap. Ferrari was a 16.7, 16.5 for the Ford. So it's a couple of quick guys behind, but they are 8 seconds away. I tried the 4M one, that's committed. I love it. Yeah, the shame, Paul, is that DTM is not going to Spa this weekend. the track they're going to in Germany is not on iRacing. And I think the next round as well is at Brands Hatch, but DTM's not going to Brands Hatch. It's, again, it's another obscure German circuit. So it's a bit of a shame, but understandable at the same time. Okay, pit this lap. Don't forget. Auto fuel, no tyres. Pretty straightforward. Oop.
Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here. Move it.
Slow getting away. That's right.
Car approaching, keep right.
Just be careful over the box here. Right, push. So the Ford has caught up a little bit, 5 seconds now. BMW got done in the stock. we've got 16 minutes of this race to go. See, 4 AM is probably not even a bad time to even do these races for me, because, especially over the next while, so, you know, we've got school holidays soon. I won't have the time any time during the day for this. Bit of time before the kids wake up. Well, I can just see it now. I'll turn it all on, and my 4-year-old will just walk into the room as the race is about to start or something. Most mornings I try and get up a bit early to do, you know, a couple of things, little admin things, stuff that's, you know, just a bit bitsy, and nice little time in the morning to do it before kids wake up. But every time I'm doing something, you know, just get up early, come down the stairs. It's like, oh, okay, you're here now. So he's an early riser like me. I feel like, so the guy in front of me now in 5th in the Mercedes, he was leading the race. I got a feel like he stopped a few laps early, but can't be that much more fuel. Did he take tyres as well, maybe? It's an interesting one. Front tyre's starting to go away a little bit here. Let's go watch that gap behind. Don't have to watch it too closely, of course. Just got to do a decent job here. Soon into 8. (16.6) behind. Six laps to go. Okay. That's right, head down. Oh, yellow flag. It's a spin. Must have got going again, surely. A bit of assertive move from the Mercedes that was leading. If I can get up at 5:30 AM, he can. Yep. Fair enough, Chinook. Hey guys, if anyone is unaware, Chinook, who's there helping moderate the stream for me, is up at 5:30 AM every time I stream in New Zealand to help me out with this. And a huge thank you to him. Massive effort. And to Welser as well, my two lovely moderators. So yeah, give them your thanks, guys, because I certainly very much appreciate them. Chinook was nice enough to remind me this morning that I had the timing of the stream set to the morning, and unfortunately I gave him a bit of false hope that I was going to stream during his evening. So if any of you were waiting for me to go live at 7:30 AM this morning, European time, I apologise. I certainly was not. I was making children's breakfast and trying to have my coffee in a moment of peace. It's not the first time I've done that. It was the first time I had missed the fact that I'd done it though. So, yeah, no, yeah, Chinook's keeping on the straight and narrow. I would hope the mods aren't too busy in the surveys. Yes, no, they're no, we've got a great community here, great stream. I don't work them too hard. Yeah, I sort of think there'll be some other genres, right, that could be a nightmare, an absolute nightmare. Although, let's be honest, this is why we sim race and we don't, I don't know, play first-person shooters or other games like that, because it's just sometimes just a nicer place to be and hang out, right? It's also why I don't stream on Twitch, because I just have I get a feeling, a sense that it's just a little bit of a younger audience and has a bit of this. I don't quite understand the culture of it, and therefore I don't really want to push into that just for a few views, you know. So I prefer YouTube. I think YouTube's a really good space for this sort of stream, this sort of content. So yeah, no, it's great. So. Guy behind is definitely that touch quicker. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing here though. I think we've got enough of the buffer. Oh, this corner's becoming tricky. Oops. Oh, please, buddy. That's not what I needed. That's not what I needed. Oh, the gap's gone out a little bit. Maybe he's made a mistake as well. Yeah, much slower lap that slow there. Oh, he had one as well. That's good timing. Right, 3 to go. Keep doing what I'm doing. It's feeling a little bit ropey though, in general. Push. Oh, go behind's gone. Didn't even see that in the mirror. Not that I need to be looking in the mirror right now. The aviation community, there's always something happening in the chat, like something not ideal. I see you're into a bit of flight simulator and stuff. Shannon, does your rig at home do flight as well, or is it mostly flight? Tell me about that. That must be pretty neat as well, I would assume. At 2 laps. Set it for both racing and flight sim. Yeah, nice. Car's a bit ropey now. Glad I'm not in a fight with anyone. There's obviously a bit of 17.3 for P8, so it's not. This isn't terrible. The front guys are still so quick. At least the lead BMW. That's probably the main thing. Yeah.
White flag this time.
Last lap, yes. I think we have to go back and have a look at the start. Let's get through this one though, let's not mess this up. Yeah, no, Chinook, I'll be well keen to see some photos of that. 2.5 laps of fuel, yeah, way too much fuel. I start working on my fuel calculations, I think, with pit stop races. Haven't done enough of it recently with all the Porsche Cup stuff. Yeah, you're right. It's definitely built better than not enough. But yeah, I lost like 2 seconds in the pits to that Mustang, and the Mustang jumped the car that was behind me, between us. So it's one of those things you think, well, like if he had caught me and passed me on the last lap, for example, I would think, well, that was the position, right? These 1%ers. It's what makes the difference now in these races. They're not crashing. Couple of turns. To be fair, the car's held up better than I thought on the tyres. I thought it might actually be a little bit more difficult. Once the peak pace went out of it, it didn't falter too much. Just little driving mistakes more than anything. P6. I will take that. I will take that. That was a lot better than I thought that was going to go. I'm not going to lie.
Good job. You did really well.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, spotter. Woohoo! Like, you can see how sweaty I am, guys. Oh my gosh. Right, here's Doc, by the way. He's up 3 spots to 17th. Yoy, yoy, yoy. Yeah, no, I don't get bored. I'll be doing flight from Rarotonga to Auckland. That's awesome. My own virtual business jet airline. Oh, wow. So it's like commercial stuff. Do you do any like World War II dogfight stuff? That must be a bit of an experience too. Was it like genuine? I guess you've probably flown in and out of all the little airports in New Zealand and stuff. Right. Let's have ourselves a little look. At the start, shall we? 24 laps that was. Here we go. So we had a nice little start here. Cheers, Jan. No, this was actually really a good race. This was a good race for me. Decent start there around the outside, clear space. We gained a couple of spots at the start. Technically, that Aston Martin was the one that qualified in front of us, so we got a good jump there. Immediately having a look here on the Ford. Not very much to do here, so just back out of it, be a bit sensible, close behind battling. DC is stupid hard and it was very good. I was doing the F18, yeah, that's awesome. Drifx, good morning, sir. Kia ora, bro. Welcome. Missed the race, work soon. First position. I finished in 6th as a spoiler there. Started in 12th. Finished in 6th. We're just watching the first laps here because this is where most of the positions were gained, and it was a bit of a mess. These guys starting to battle pretty hard up here. And we just found ourselves in a nice bit of space, and we just sort of did a pretty decent job, actually, considering my general pace in Spa. I was kind of happy with that. So here we go. Yep, there's the tap. And everyone being pretty sensible here. I thought at this point, one of the guys behind might... where are we? No, he's a bit further back than I thought he was. Yeah, front bumper loss and stuff. So that one there is pretty much, I think, just a portion not giving racing room here. Just drifting wide on cold tires. He just gave him no space. Look at that. Literally would have been no track at all. Yeah, that's a shame. Yeah, and he got all sorts of hits there. So that made this portion quite slow out of here, and yeah, I can see he's got wheel damage and things. So thankfully, he's pretty sensible-ish. Stays out of it. I was a bit worried about this, but everyone used their brain. Super GT regular finishing position again, yeah. And I'm pretty sure Vanderlyn finished 6th at Spa 24 last year as well, so just outside the top 5. Like, it's solid. It's solid. It's actually some decent iRating in that too. I wasn't even thought about iRacing this race. Just the right attitude. Yeah. Hey, if I can take 6th place in races like this all the time, I'd be a happy sim racer. Right, now this one here. This is where it gets interesting. So I've immediately lost a bit of ground here. Guy behind me is about the same, so we're not too worried about that. Up the hill, though, Ford loses it. And I'm braking. I go around here, so we take the off track. But our poor friend in the Aston Martin, bang, couldn't quite follow me through. Now, what would we do differently here? Probably brake. If we listen, there's a tiny lift. There's a tiny lift, but there's not a lot of slowing down. If you just braked here, and where's the car behind? A while. You'd be slower. You just go up the inside, wouldn't you? And he doesn't even really try to take that much avoiding action at all, actually. If he'd missed him, he would have run the back of me. And that's a pretty broken car afterwards, unfortunately. Oh, yeah, okay. Holy moly. This is good. This is just good Spa stuff, isn't it? Flat, pin it, pin it. Car's braking in the middle there. Still seeing a crash. Still don't lift. Touch the ball. Like, legitimately, there's no lift at all. Full send, full risk. Even changed upper gear before getting to that car. Yeah, it can. Yeah, you're young. Yeah, I think full brake, yes. But you know, I think if we go back to the moment, where are we? You can just be a little more cautious all around, right? And especially, you know, he's lost it. Braking, right off track. Take the slow down. And we do. We have to take the slow down here. We lose position. Well, technically, we don't lose any spots, right? It puts us back here. Now, the next lap, I want us to look at. Or is it the one after this? No, it's not this one. It's this one here. Now, I think I do brake a bit early here, but not out of sorts. Almost turns me. he gets run into. He's redressing it. Okay. That's nice. That's nice. He's recognised that. That's good. That's good driving. This, however. Oh my gosh. let's look at those again. First off, let's have another look. Here's Mr. No full risk, full send. Bang. He just runs into him. Like here, you just a little lift beforehand, little lift here. No. Run into the back of him. And then what? I'm not really. I just don't understand. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's make it 4 wide. Let's just make it 4 wide. See this all happening in front of you. 1, 2, 3. 4 wide. Screw it. That was always going to end like that. Like that was just legitimately always going to end like that. I'm sorry. Yeah, we survived all of that. Right, and then here's our move on car 18 here. Looked like the staying here was moving over to block. Yeah, probably. Although he's potentially moving because he recognised 3 wide, you're on the outside. Like if that was the spotter call, which it would have been before he moved across, it would have been 3 wide, you're on the outside, and you would have moved being like, well, I got to give 2 car spaces, and you can't do 4 there, and the guy behind's made it 4 wide. I think that's just you're the car behind. You just got to think, yeah, there's potential to make position, but also more potential to crash. Like let's just not have a huge accident. So it gives me here. So we go around the outside at turn 1. And then he gets the run up the hill. The tow's pretty decent in these GT3s. Yeah, Doc, sorry man, we were just, I mentioned you at the end of the race there, but 17th, how did that go for you? I'd say, one of the worst I've ever had, screw qualifying, damaged the car on the formation lap like a noob. Oh no, did you really? Should we look at that back in a second? And then around the outside there. Yeah, just... I think here's a good run here. We just defend hard and the other thing just backs out of it, so... Happy with that. That one really needed to happen because the other guys were probably about 3 or 4 seconds behind. And I was putting time into... Yeah, it was Moritz here. I was putting time into them, but I thought if we battled any more, I'm going to fall back to these guys, and that was going to be a real problem. So, yeah, Jack, we did have a P6, man. It was awesome. We missed this mess, and then we just found ourselves a nice little space, and for the next probably 30 minutes, the cars was essentially quicker than the cars behind and not as fast as the cars in front. So I just found a nice little space, and away we went. So right. Doc, where's Doc? Oh, you're already in the battle here. Was the racing all right back here, though? Wonderful human being. Hello, sir. We are good, sir. We are good. We've had a very nice race here in the DTM. A solid P6. Just watching back some of the moments. I say, guys, it's stinking hot, so I think I'm just gonna. I was sort of half thinking we might do a few more races tonight. I think I'm actually happy just to leave it at that one tonight and try and save some energy because it's been pretty tiring all day. Oh, that's wide. How was the Mercedes around here? Doc? Was it all right? The guy who was actually leading the race for a good while was having a good one here. So you spun on the formation lap. Oh, yes. Oh, everyone had moments behind. This wasn't even you. Oh no, it was you. I'm sorry to have to. I'm sorry I showed that. Of course, everyone else was now wanting to get around. Oh no. Yeah, there was a bit of a slowdown here. Where am I in this? Even I see because we're all formation here, single formation, and I was like, well, we better get in line soon. Oh, this McLaren spun, and then I haul the brakes on here. I kind of come in and go, oh, hang on, and maybe that was the. Yeah, that was just the Constantino. So, Doc, you could potentially say I caused that. Goodness me. Well, I'm not going to show that anymore. Yeah, and talking about tire warmer dramas, poor Thomas here. It's got a little bit too wiggly. And like I say, I'm wondering if this is, you know, like the zero TC thing that a lot of these cars seem to be going all right with. Maybe that's part of it, you know. So that's the Spa karting track, by the way. The TSC guys have had a little crack at that at last year's Spa 24 Hour. It's quite a good little circuit. And I'll say that building there, you can stand on. There's a little balcony right there, and you can stand there and watch the cars come by, which is quite a unique viewing point because there's no other spectator zone around. So if you're at Spa 24, come to this building here, which is the kart track, and go stand on that, and you get a really nice view out of this last corner and through that you don't really get to see any other time. So there's a little insider tip about Spa. But yeah, we were the car number 4. Of course, he was behind me. This car here, the BMW. We have the Calvin van der Linde DTM livery on the car, so we really embraced the DTM aspect of this race. So yeah, absolutely loving that one. So yeah, there were at least 1150 entries into this race. Really popular tonight, and awesome to see. This is why I love iRacing. It's a Thursday night. Yes, it's more of a special event, but it's like a one-time slot thing for Europe. 1,000 people having a go, right? It's fantastic. So yeah, so good. I love iRacing for this sort of stuff. So yeah, that felt good. That felt good, guys. Like I said, I've been struggling a bit with GT3, the whole sort of bop tourist kind of thing. We decided to run BMW tonight. It absolutely was not the fastest car here. I'm not going to lie, and I've enjoyed being in the car I want to be in and enjoying that process and stuff. So yeah, I raced my highest strength of field today, 4.9k. Scary. Yeah, wow. At Watkins Glen too. Whoosh. And you're preparing for the 6 hour. Fantastic. What are you doing GT3 for the 6 hour, mate? What car are you driving for that? Yeah, 4.9k. That's pretty scary. I think my highest strength of field was probably like 4,300 or something. It was a Porsche Cup race I did at Zandvoort, and I ended up qualifying. I did bang a lap, qualified like P8, and I was surrounded by like 5-6k guys, and it was incredibly intense. The 296. Okay, cool. Yeah, got P7 though. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, and that was the thing. It was incredible, and I remember even earlier on, I was maybe like 2,300 I rating, and doing some races that were like over 3k soft, and you were around guys who were like kind of 3.3, which is funny because it's where I'm at now, right? But the but essentially the being around those people, it just made me faster. Like it was an Imola race, and I just remember I'm driving so much better. Like, and you're in the train and you're just pushing hard, but it's like the level lifts you. And it was like, man, I got to get around more of this, you know. Probably raced each other before. Craig Townsend. I've definitely, I'm sure I've seen that name before. Definitely, yeah. Add me on, and same to anyone in the chat, guys. Feel free to add me as a friend on the iRacing list. I enjoy seeing what you guys are up to and when you're online and stuff. It's cool to see when we're in the same races and things like that. So yeah, please feel free to do that. Cool way to connect, because we obviously don't have like any of the internal messaging like in other systems and stuff. So yeah, it's a few of you anyway. Right, let's just check the iRating, shall we? Let's save that. That was good fun. That was a really good race. I really enjoyed that. Very well happy with that result. So 60 iRating. I will take that. It makes up a little bit from a little bit of a shocker of Tuesday. Fastest lap of the race, a 16.0 for us here. Let's make this a bit wider, shall we? And we did a 16.8. Our average pace, 4/10. So yeah, added. Nice, Craig. Thank you, mate. So yeah, that's interesting actually. And then our other BMW in this race, it was car 18. What happened to car 18 in the end? Oh, what did happen to car 18? Oh, that's a shame. Oh, crashed with 4 laps to go. Yeah, 17.4. Okay, so our BMW pace was okay. Was actually pretty decent. What about the guys behind me? What is 16.8 compared to the guys behind me? Yeah, this Ford was 16.6. He did a few of those. 16.5. That's not too bad, actually. I might have surprised myself a little bit here tonight, guys. I was pretty convinced that I was going to struggle a little bit, so I'll take a pleasant surprise. Yeah, I will be back in New Zealand end of the year. It will be like the week before Christmas, but my rig's going to be on a boat for like 2 months, so we'll have to. There won't be any racing for a couple of months, sadly. We'll make some other videos, do some other things in the meantime. But it'll be good. So it's going to be a little chance to prep the room and wherever we end up. We haven't worked any of that stuff out yet. So, yeah, it's like basically 6 months away. I think my wife and I were talking about it the other day, actually. It's like 6 months till we leave Belgium, which is incredibly sad, actually, in a way. I'm going to miss it. I was saying in the weekend, talking to the guys when I was at Le Mans, was like, this time next year, I'm going to be desperately depressed, because it'll be like Le Mans and Spa 24 and all these events that I've gone to the last few years and been right there, or even just watching a lot of motorsport during the day. It'll all be midnight stuff again, and I'll be up. Yeah, so maybe next year we can have a little watch along for the Spa 24, because I'll need some someone to be depressed with. But in saying that, guys, Chinot and Drifax, I'm going to be back in NZ, so we'll have to catch up, which will be incredibly cool. And then I also am very much looking forward to showing off the incredible sim racing scene that I know is in New Zealand, Australia. I haven't been involved with it. I know it's there. I'm looking forward to being able to be involved with that and showing it off and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I think a good watch along for a few of those big events, because I will be up and watching. And it'll be nice to share that with a few people. So yeah, we can definitely try and do a few of those. So yeah. What else, guys? What else? Before I'm a little bit, like I said, we had a bit of a flustered day in general. trying to get this Discord working. So I promise that on Tuesday, the next stream, we can announce it. We can talk about it. It's a bit deeper than just a Discord. It's not Bradley's Discord. I want it to be a bit deeper than that, structured a slightly different way, and hopefully something that we can build together, and something we can all be a part of, essentially. So yeah, that will be next Tuesday. We'll spend some time talking about that. Weekend Porsche Cup. I might be on in the weekend. We'll see. I need to do it. There's a few things I've got to do. So guys, yeah, probably before next Tuesday, you guys can expect a GTE race video from me. We're going to try and focus on that tomorrow and do our first GTE racing. And we'll try to get that video out. Otherwise, next stream, guys, we're going to be back on Tuesday. A very important week for Porsche Cup racing because it's going to be at Fuji, and it's perfect practice. It's the only week of actual practice I'm going to have for the Porsche Esport Super Cup Regional Finals. Round 1 is the following weekend, and it's at Fuji. So I actually get to practice the circuit in some daily races. Not a chance I'll get to do with the other rounds of that championship. So it'll be a very important week. Hopefully we can find some good pace. Fuji's tricky at the best of times. Never driven in Porsche Cup. So really important week. And we may even stream Tuesday and Wednesday doing that before going away to the Spa 24 hour. So guys, thank you for joining me on the DTM Spa. I'm glad I could show you some decent pace and a decent race. Sorry, it was a bit boring in the middle there, but I'm glad to bring that one home in P6. Whatever you're doing, if you're doing the 6 hour this weekend or whatever you're doing in the sim this week, I hope you have a fantastic time. Race hard, stay positive, and I look forward to catching you guys in the next one. Talk soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.